Hi guys, this is a for real guide from China. Maybe you wanted to come here, but you knew nothing about it before. Or maybe you've heard of the firewall that's longer than the Great Wall. If you want to get a quick and comprehensive overview of real information that the locals, me, are bringing you on front line in 10 minutes and plan everything for you, this is the video you need. How to apply for a tourist visa, preparation of passports with a validity of more than 6 months and 2 blank pages, electric and paper editions of recent white-bottled color photographs. Please complete with this standard or follow the rules of wrong model. You will also need to prepare in advance for successful return ticket and proof of hotel in China. Next, you need to log into the China online visa application website to fill in online application form and choose your country and consulate. Using the United States as an example, you can access official websites of Chinese embassy in the US. You can see the name of corresponding consulate. Enter the website, fill in all information as requested. Make sure that the information is correct, and you will need to print all the forms and sign. After completing this step, log into the appointment for visa application submission reservation to get a credential. By the way, don't forget to pay attention to a domestic of your corresponding consulate website. Then you can take all the information according to the appointment date. Pleasantly go to consulate to submit application, collect fingerprints, and pay the cost of handling. About 3 or 4 working days, you can get the documentation done. I put the link mentioned above underneath the video and wish you all the best. Can I enter China without a visa? Yes, China does offer 144-hour transit visa-free policy, and many people are very interested in this policy. This is a good option if you are a light traveler with a maximum of 144 hours equivalent to 6 days, but there are some rules. First, you need to confirm whether your country is on the list of this policy. I made a form here. You can click on pause to see this form. Then make sure your passport is valid for at least 3 months. You need to provide 144 hours of confirmation of the date and seat of flight ticket to another country, which means that you must have bought a ticket to another country before entering. Please notice that the other country indicated here are from your country A to China B, then to country C. If you are traveling from your country A to China B and back to your country A, this is not valid. So if you are familiar with policy and plan ahead of time, you will be free from the trouble of going to embassy for a visa and waiting 4 days. SIM card and network. You may heard that most of main Western websites in mainland China are banned, like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, and so on. At this point, if you don't want to activate the international roaming service of your SIM card and bring the roaming charges to the carrier, I suggest you to install some magic apps in your phone in advance and get a local phone card when you arrive in China. This Chinese phone card is equivalent to the ID of all the Chinese apps you need to use during the journey. The scope involved is network connection, transportation, timely communication, ticket bookings, restaurant reservations, and so on. It's very, very important. What should I prepare and pay attention to? Travel adapter with Chinese power socket. Download the essential apps in advance. No need to provide tips, we will be inappropriate. Pay attention to the booking method of the attractions you want to go to. Some require a reservation in advance. Please prepare toilet paper by yourself on public toilets. Learn some simple Chinese. I'll teach you some at the end of the video. Make sure that the hotel you booked apply to foreign guests, as some hotels in China only are for domestic guests. Check the local weather, wear suitable clothes, and avoid holidays. Since temperatures are very greatly between the north and south of China, please check the local weather and decide what to wear. Then be sure to avoid the holidays, on the large holidays such as Spring Festival. It's almost a population migration. Download instant translation software and make sure it has photo translation features. Honestly, there are very few people who speak English here. Only some young people in this big city can do this. But if you expect machines or randomly select passenger talks to you in English, I think it's impossible. The photo translation feature makes it easy for you to extract useful information from menus, store signs, and street signs. carrying a certain amount of cash. Although the electric wallet is the main method of payment, it is recommended that you bring some cash or occasional needs. I think about 1,000 yuan is enough, about $100 to $150. What to eat? How to eat an authentic cuisine. Before I say what to eat, what I want to say is that we do have some popular cuisine that belongs to certain cities or places. But in commercially mature cities, you can eat almost everything you want, just depending on what restaurant you choose. Therefore, keep an eye on this channel, and later we'll bring the related review series. I think the first morning for pancake is a good choice for you to come to China. This national breakfast is to put the paste on a flat pot, add eggs, garlic, add secret sauce, and add such as chicken, sausage, vegetables. A bite to experience the clear taste and fragrance. And then there's baozi, youtiao, fried dumplings, which we usually eat with soy milk or jellied bean curd. If you want to eat a little bit light, you can also choose a bowl of wonton or noodles. The above-mentioned breakfasts are common at the normal area downstairs. You even don't need to find it, at the price of about 10 to 20 yuan, about $1 to $3 per person. You can choose to try a Chinese restaurant for lunch and try some home-cooked Chinese meals. Taste some classic dishes, such as sweet and sour pork, kung pao chicken, fish-flavored meat, Yangzhou fried rice, and so on. The price is about 50 to 100 yuan, about $8 to $15 per person. There will be more possibility for dinner since it's the most important meal. Beijing roast duck. Put the roasted crispy duck on the pancakes. Add a layer of sauce and bake with scallions and cucumbers. The taste is rich and complex. Please note that there may be roast duck restaurants on the side of the street, but most of them are not authentic. Be sure to eat at a restaurant or franchise restaurant opened by the Pekingese. Sichuan hot pot. Sichuan hot pot is the most representative hot pot in China. The unique recipe of hot pot-based blends a variety of spicy flavors to provide ingredients with a rich aroma. Usually it is spicy, but it is also clean soup. The cooking method is very simple. Put the ingredients into the pot, waiting for a few seconds after boiling, grind on a variety of sauces to it. The taste is up to your own choices. At the same time, you can also enhance your feelings with your friends in the progresses of cooking ingredients together. Dinner price is about 100 to 200 yuan, about $15 to $30 per person. What to drink? Is there faucet to drink in the city? No, there is no faucet on streets to be provided, but the convenience stores are almost full of streets, so buying water is the best option. You can also try local drinks, such as iced black tea, oolong tea, and so on. Which payment methods should I use? The two mobile payment platforms Alipay and WeChat Pay are our main payment methods. You can use them for meals. It is also possible to use public transportation, supermarket delivery, flash delivery. I don't need to give you more examples of where these two apps are supported. I just want to say you can do almost anything with it. So if you have one of these two apps, guaranteed payment is available. You can walk China without worry. You just need to download the app of your choice from App Store on your device. Register with your phone number and follow the app's authentication process. Then link international credit card to your Profit digital wallet. Maybe wait for days review and then you can start. WeChat Pay and Alipay generally accept only credit card transactions and do not accept debit cards. They both accept Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, and Discover, while JCB only supports WeChat Pay. You just need to click Scan to scan the merchant's QR code. If a merchant has a scanner, click on Receive Payment, show them your payment codes. Here are some tips. The exchange rate is provided by your card issuer. The amount can only be used for transactions, not for transfer or red package. Be sure to remember the security code behind the credit card. It will serve as one of the methods of authentication. A single transaction amount of less than 200 yuan is exempt from processing fees, and a single transaction greater than 200 yuan will charge 3% of processing fee, so multiple payments are a good choice. Before entering China, I recommend that you inform your bank that your card will be used in China. This helps prevent the bank from accidentally freezing the card. Credit and debit cards. I can understand that still some tourists are affected by payment habits, security, and privacy differences, with lower acceptance of mobile payments. But recently, some efforts have also been made in China. For example, Shanghai has opened more than 36,000 out-of-the-air POS machines in key sites including business, tourism, and other. However, the use of international bank cards in China is not very frequent. Cash. If you feel that using cash is more appropriate to your habit, I also summarized some of suggestions of taking RMB cash. Bank. This method will never go wrong. Airport. There are usually currency exchanges at airports. 5-star hotel. A general 5-star hotel has an ATM that can be used with a Visa card abroad, which is also the most convenient way to exchange money for foreigners. ATM machines. Many large shopping malls and metro stations in China have ATM machines. Please note if the machine has credit card marks such as Visa, MasterCard, American Express. What are the modes of travel and what should I pay attention to? If you need to travel across provinces and cities in China, trains are your best choice. Chinese cities usually have 2 to 4 train stations, some of which are old stations that only serve traditional trains. So when buying tickets, be sure to confirm which station is the most convenient for you. Traditional trains are cheap but slow, while high-speed trains are expensive but fast. You can reserve tickets up to 15 days in advance, but on holidays there are usually no tickets. That's why I mentioned above to avoid holidays. When your train is about to arrive, the announcement will remind you of starting checking in. You can only need to use your passport to identify it with the machine at the ticket gate. If there are any problems, there will be a menu channel next to it. Please arrive at the station 30 minutes early, as all luggage must go through security checks. If you may have any questions, please ask the police or staff at the station for help. Bus and subway. In big cities, the subway is the most convenient way to travel. You can use the subway bus QR code in Alipay and scan the code at the subway gate to pass, and the system will automatically deduct the fare, or buy it on the automatic ticket vending machine at the subway entrance. You can switch to English mode. Cash, WeChat, and Alipay payments are accepted here. Note, not all vending machines accept cash, but at least one does. If you are really not good at using it, please go to the dedicated counter to buy it. They usually speak English. Taxi. There will be taxi guide signs at the exit of airports and train stations, and staff will be dispatched. You just need to quick up. On the street, you can wave to hail a taxi, or you can use Alipay to hail a taxi. Taxi drivers are very familiar with local road conditions. Please use your mobile phone to show them your destination, or use real-time translation software to talk to them. If you use WeChat or Alipay, you can pay your fare directly to them. But with cash, you may need to exchange a little change in advance. Another cheaper and more convenient way is to book a car online. There are built-in Didi Mini programs in WeChat or Alipay. You can also download the Didi app, which is equivalent to Uber. At the time, the advantages of having a Chinese calling card comes into play. Register with your mobile phone number, open it, and the software will automatically locate your location. Just enter your destination and select the appropriate car model, and the driver will usually arrive within a few minutes. Pay attention to their license plates, and make sure you are on the side of the road and within driver's observation range. Just pay from the app after getting off the car. Let me quick introduce some attractions and cities worth visiting. Great Wall, located in Beijing, as one of the most famous tourist attractions in China. The Great Wall is a symbol of ancient Chinese fortifications. Many people hope to see the magnificent building with their own eyes and feel the charm of the history and culture. Forbidden City, also located in Beijing. The Forbidden City is a place where ancient Chinese emperors lived. As the largest palace complex in the world, it is an important symbol of Chinese history and culture. This is a place where you can best appreciate the history. You can welcome to appreciate the magnificent architecture and precious cultural relics. Terracotta warriors and horses. The terracotta warriors and horses are the guardians of mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang in ancient China. Do you want to see the tomb of China's first emperor and the world's largest underground military museum? They are located in Xi'an. 九寨沟. 九寨沟 is a famous tourist attraction in southwest China. It is known as one of the most beautiful valleys on earth. You can take a sightseeing bus to visit a scenic spot and enjoy crystal clear lakes, waterfalls, and springs, and all magnificent mountains. Chengdu. The giant panda base is here. You can finally see the cute giant pandas up close in reality. We're looking forward to you learning about their living habits and protection conditions. If you want to taste the most authentic Sichuan cuisine, you can never go wrong in Chengdu. Chongqing. Chongqing is known as Mountain City. The city is built among mountains and the buildings are scattered in an orderly manner. You can enjoy Chongqing's unique mountain city scenery and feel the unique urban atmosphere. You can also roam the Yangtze River and experience the light show. Oh, by the way, the birthplace of hotspot is here. Shanghai. Shanghai is a city full of modern architecture and traditional culture. The modern buildings on Waitan, the magnificent views of Oriental Pearl Tower and the classical gardens of Yuyuan all demonstrate a unique charm of Shanghai. The nightlife here is rich and colorful, with various bars, nightclubs, and music venues, and people are very tolerant. Sanya. Sanya is a tropical coastal city at the southernmost tip of Hainan Island in China. It is famous for its long coastline, clear water, fine beaches, tropical climate, and rich natural and cultural landscapes. Okay, at the end of the video, I want to teach you some commonly used Chinese words. 你好. 你好 means hello. You can say hello in any scenario. 吃了吗? It means did you eat? This statement is more aesthetic and suitable for greeting between leisure time and neighbors. 对不起. It means sorry or excuse me. 谢谢. It means thank you. 再见. It means goodbye. 我扫你还是你扫我? This means that I use my mobile phone to scan the other person's QR code or he scans me. Okay, that's all the content of this video. If you want to know more details, the local anti-fraud guide, please continue to follow me. I'm For Real Guide from China. See you in next video.